Stand again, Chiniwa, Chiniwa. International Fishama. Sunday, Sunday, Baba, you are the Catalan.
It was so confusing. I used to cry a lot. Can you believe that my parent plans all 7 of their children to come 2 years apart? And I came 5 years after the one before me. So I was the pension baby.
I'd say you're the miracle baby. So, where did you start schooling?
So I went from Side 2 to 6th form to Fanstiman Secondary School. I always knew in my heart that I'd become a land economist. And I was going to study at Tech. But each time was unsuccessful. I then took many exams for the public relations, but then people kept telling me that I'd be great in journalism. I fell into journalism by accident, but that's another story for another day. And here I am, 24 years later, still on TV, my own TV show, and telling you people my story.
Everybody, I hope you're listening. There'll be a prize at the end. So, what would you leave the young ones with today?
Young people. The children here. The children here.
Yes.
Okay. So children, make sure you know that life is what you make it. Try your own cost. Know who you are, what you want to achieve, and where you want to go. Make sure you know your dreams. Travel your own journey. We'll all get to our own destinations. Like I said, we'll all get to our own destinations.
Man, this is where you're high on the ceiling and the whole cheap life. Please, audience, bring your feet and make some noise for GIFTY Auntie!
Oh, before I go, I wanted to tell you that I've made a new book about my life. So if you want to know more about my life, you can read this book and you can feel how I felt.
Hi, I'm OHENEYERE GIFTY Auntie. I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm a motivational speaker, conference speaker, inspirational speaker. I'm an author. I'm a mentor, and I do so many things. And I've been in media for 25 years, and this year I'm celebrating my 25 years in media, broadcast journalism. I have my own show known as The Standpoint, which will be actually 14 years this July, and it's been an exciting journey. As an author, I have 5 books. The first one was A Bit of Me, and then The Best of You, and then 50 Nuggets at 50, which I wrote when I turned 50 years. They are all on Amazon and various locations. If you follow me on social media, on Facebook, it's OHENEYERE GIFTY Auntie-Oga. And then on Instagram, I'm OHENEYERE _GIFTY _Auntie. Well, last week, I actually launched 2 new books to mark my 25 years in media. So that's my 4th and then 5th books. And that says Room 5005. And I'm proud to say I'm the first person to document my quarantine experience here in West Africa. You know, so this book talks about my experience in mandatory quarantine, 14 days. I'm one of those who went into quarantine in the early days of coronavirus. So you can imagine, very harrowing experiences in Room 5005. So this documented how I got into quarantine, the experience in there, what happened after, and it makes very beautiful reading. And this book, I dedicated it to women. And it's in there, dedicated to every woman who has been through some brokenness, is going through brokenness. And anytime you go through any brokenness, you know that there's somebody out there thinking about you and finds you worthy enough. You know, when you own one, and anytime you're feeling down, losing your confidence, feeling that you've been stripped naked, take this book, hold it and say, listen, OHENEYERE GIFTY Auntie thinks and believes I'm worthy. So she has dedicated a book to me. This is a collection of motivational pieces that share some of my own brokenness and how I overcame them, and some of them the scars that are still there, but I'm still moving on. And despite the scars, how painful it is. So it's like a guide to healing for every woman who's been through some brokenness. And that's me. Apart from that, I'm married to a chief, so I'm a traditional woman. I have a daughter, but I have so many children. Thank you. God bless you. And stay strong and positive always.